Let's talk about the Peak Design Tech Pouch. I'm gonna go over this tech pouch, my experience with using it, talk about the different pockets in here, and show you actually how much you can fit in this Peak Design bag, and then go over who this travel bag is for. Okay, so let's just have a look at the bag itself. So it is relatively small, you can see compared to the size of my head. It does come in multiple colors. So we can see on the outside here, you have two little hooks. So we have the side pocket right here. See how big that is. And this is a really good, easy access pocket. I usually put my iPhone cable in here. Before we go over the main pocket here, I just wanna go over what this is made out of. So this is made out of weatherproof, recycled nylon canvas. And it absolutely has a premium feel. As with all Peak Design products, it feels great. And so I've had this for about 2 years now, and this is the look of it after 2 years. It still looks great, and you can just feel how quality this is. And then just the look of this, it looks fairly discreet, but it's still very luxurious. So it's not really making a flashy statement, but if you have a look at it, you're like, oh, this looks like a really high quality pouch. And it absolutely is, and as soon as you feel it, you can tell that it's a high quality pouch. And of course, this is waterproof. I've had spilt water on this. This has been in the rain. I've had no problems at all with this pouch degrading over time. So that's of course another important thing. You wanna have your pouch waterproof. It has your tech in here. So of course, this is an electronics carrier pouch, but you can of course put anything in here. So let's go ahead and open up the actual pocket itself. Have a look at the zipper as well. Really nice zipper, high quality, good feel on the little handle pull here. Then we have the main pouch. So we'll go over each one. So this is the main one that we have here. And we have 3 little pockets right here. These are relatively small. You can see it fit my 3 fingers in there comfortably. 4 fingers a little bit tighter. All 5, I can't really fit in there at all. Just getting you an idea of how big that is. And this is a pretty big compartment that you can fit right here. You can see my hand right here. Go ahead and put this Holyland Lark M2 in here, just so you can see still a lot of storage left in there. So you can see how big this is compared to my hand. Okay, and then the next compartment here. What's nice about this one, on the top of it, it does have a zipper with a little pouch. So that's really nice. And then it also has 2 really small little slots right there. 3 of them. I can fit 2 of my fingers in there. Not very deep. Goes about right there on my finger. So yeah, you can fit an SD card in here. And again, this is not just for someone who's a photographer or videographer. Anyone who wants a really organized, really high quality bag, this will work really well. Okay, and then this compartment here, of course, you can fit anything in here. So go ahead and show you what that's like. So for the microphone case, the lav mic case, it doesn't quite fit in there. Well, actually, well, just barely fits in there. So you can fit this in there. So it is on the relatively smaller side. And of course, the main compartment for that, you can see there's a lot of room left. And then the side pouches right here. Go ahead and put in the M2 mic, and that fits in actually perfectly right there. Okay, and then we have the other pouch right here. This is kind of more of a just 2 slots. So you can see my hand, fit that in there. My entire hand can fit in, no problem. And there's 2 of them right there. And then finally, the main compartment on the other end, really big, really spacious. Go ahead and throw that in. You can see there's plenty of room left in there. And then if we flip that upside down, there's another 3 pockets right there. Go ahead and put in the microphone case again, and it barely fits right there. It's very tight, but it does fit. See, it's really secure in there. So these little pockets, again, the smaller ones that you see right here, inside that zippered pocket, you know, your SD cards, you know, and then these bigger ones, you know, for those little pouches right there, your power adapters work really well. And just get a real close look at all the pockets together right here. Just so you can see how much you can really fit in here. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this thing up right now as well. So again, all of this is really premium material, like with any Peak Design product. So yeah, let's go ahead and start filling this up. Go ahead and fill this up. Just a few things just so you can see how well it closes and just, yeah, what you can expect. Okay, so we packed this thing pretty full here. So I'm going to show you what I just added in here. There are still some slots that are empty, and there's definitely more that you can fit in here. First, start with the outer compartment. I told you I added my iPhone cables here. So I added an iPhone cable, as well as my Apple Watch charger. Just added those two cables in there just for really quick access. And then of course the main compartment. So let's start with the first main compartment here. Let's just show you what it looks like with everything in here. That's a really cool look. That little origami organization looks really good. So this top part right here, I threw in my entire mouse. This thing is pretty big, as you can see. Just threw that in there, no problem at all in this compartment. And then of course the microphone case. Then we have some AirPods. They fit in one of the little pouches right here really easily. And then on one of these two side pouches, I then added my MacBook Air charger. So a pretty big charger, not the full big one that you get with Apple, but still a pretty big charger. So that will fit easily right in that slot. Okay, and then in the next pocket right here, I added more AirPods, a couple connectors. In one of these pockets, one of these little pouches. And then in the other pouch, an adapter. Okay, and then another one of these pouches, I have another pair of AirPods. Didn't have anything in this other pouch right here, so more could have been added to this, as well as more could have been added to this pouch as well. To make sure I got everything okay, and we have the little inner pocket with the zipper. Go ahead and turn that upside down. As you can see, inner pocket with the zipper, a little adapter right there, the USB-C female. And then finally, the other pouch, I have a MacBook Air charging cable, and then just another cable. So you can see that was quite a lot in there. That was quite a lot. And more could have been fit into here. If you are packing something that's really thick like this, it will be a little bit harder to close. So just keep that in mind if you have some really thick stuff. But again, more could have been packed into here, no problem at all. So who is this tech pouch for? Really, anyone wants a very high quality, waterproof tech bag that will last a long time, and you can fit a lot in here. It's just so nice to be able to have this tech bag. It just has pockets everywhere. It's really easy to throw stuff in here. It doesn't take up a lot of space. You can throw this in your bag. If you're a photographer, videographer, just have a lot of tech products, or even just a lot of smaller, little products, even, not small products that you just want to throw in this bag. You don't have to have tech in this bag. It's just an overall great small little bag to store things, whether you're traveling, whether you just have this on your, on your desk, on your counter, on your shelf. This will definitely be a bag that will serve you well. And personally, I'm gonna continue using this bag.